Ingolsbjörn, det ungeriskidju. I born det hörde mort, mort, mort.
Hey guys, today we're going to be making a very simple moose stew on the wood stove in this here very heavy cast iron saucepan that I picked up last summer. I think my video Garage Sales Save Lives featured this. I don't remember for sure. I'll look for it and put up a link. Anyway, I don't have much room in this cabin, so we're going to put the camera into a different position. I'll show you the ingredients, and then we're going to get on the wood stove. Okay, I'm really sorry about the poor lighting here. I'm using like a spotlight. This is the bowl of moose meat that I cubed up the other day, and it's still a little bit frozen yet because I stuck it back outside. And then, of course, we have our carrots and our taters. I'm not afraid of tato skins, and I'm not afraid of carrot skins, so I didn't bother peeling them or doing anything like that fancy to them. I'm a toughy guy. Anyway, here is our saucepan filled with water. We're going to throw that on the stove. We're going to throw the meat in first and let that cook a little bit and make up the broth, and then we're going to throw the carrots in after a little bit. How about that? Dun dun dun. See my pretty new oven mitt? Ow. The reason I knew to put the oven mitt on is because I tried to touch the handle before. You can use my temperature tester. It's getting pretty warm. I'm going to put the veggies in a minute. Oven mitt back on. You know, I'm thinking I'm gonna need more water in this pot. It's a lot of vegetables. Well, technically one's a starch, but a lot of vegetables for the amount of moose I got in there, I guess. Tell you what, we'll just use those as a snack. How about that? Hold on, I gotta put the lid back on. Ta-da! We'll check on that again in about, an hour. Okie dokie, it's been about an hour. And you can see, maybe, stir it up a little bit, that the broth is coming along. The moose meat is cooking. The little white things in there, don't worry about that. You know what that is? That is actually the pork fat that I use to season the cooking pot with. So that's just going to continue to dissolve. It's starting to look good. Got a long way to go yet, though. You can see the meat is cooking up nice. We're going to add some seasoning here in a second and continue to let her cook. And we'll keep it simple. I think that's enough. I think that's more than enough. Only one way to tell. We'll tell later. Now, it's getting time to take our dog on a walk. Technically it's my dog, not your dog. But gotta take her on her afternoon walk. And build the fire up a little bit more. It's nice and really toasty warm in here. We're going to leave the door open while we're gone. And come back and check it, which will be about another hour. Okay, it's been about 2.5 hours. And I've been checking it about every half hour or so. And it's looking good. I'm going to throw some cornstarch in here to thicken it. I might also pour some of this broth off. I can spear a carrot. I can definitely spear a potato. Now the potatoes, I probably should put another potato in, because the more you stir it when it cooks, the potato also acts as a thickener and will help hold everything together, kind of congeal it a bit. But we'll probably end up putting some cornstarch in there. So we're just going to keep an eye on it and let her do her business. Like I said, I should have done this 2 weeks ago when it was cold outside, because I tell you what, it is a sauna in this cabin. Okay, let me try to move past everything here and give her a stir. But, one thing you'll notice more with cooking wild game is the broth is going to be a little, I don't know what you call that. There's little itty bitty chunks of the meat in there. That does not seem to do that with, like if you're making a beef stew, nearly as much. But basically it's just part of the stock, and I think it's hot enough there. It was bubbling more a little bit ago, but I was outside shoveling the roof. So what we're going to do is, so I can keep my shadows under control, because we're working with a spotlight, because all of our lights are in the wrong spot. We're just going to pour some cornstarch in there and thicken her up a bit. We'll just try that and see how that works. Well, I've got 2 spoons. Look at that. I'm a double spooner. And just stir that up good. Build the fire back up and thicken that up. And call her good. It's been going about 4.5 hours now, and everything is done, and it smells good. The pepper I used was incredibly potent pepper, different pepper than I normally buy, but it's hot, and it's actually called Butcher's Blend, and it's sold by a local grocery store chain here. Very, very potent stuff. Let's just sit that down, and I'm going to build the fire back up and get it to boil a little bit, and we'll see how she thickens up. Dun dun dun! I don't want to burn my crappy old tablecloth. That's why I put it on the plate. Well, let's take a look at this. Oh, where'd my spoon go? There we go. Yeah, that's pretty thick. You can see the pepper in there. You can see all the mousse and all the whoops. Yeah, that's more than thick enough. 3 ingredients plus salt and pepper. That's all I put in there. Moose meat, carrots, and taters, and too much pepper. It's very, very peppery. This pepper is very strong. It's called Butcher's Blend Black Pepper. I get it at 3 Bears when I get into town. Very, very potent stuff. I've been taste testing it. It's very, very awesome, but you need a big, big jug of cold water to drink because it's hot. Anyway, that's it. Moose stew on a wood stove. Well, there you have it. Moose stew on the wood stove in a cast iron saucepan. 3 ingredients plus seasonings. I kept it simple. It took about 4.5 hours to make from start to finish. It's going to taste great. I have not had supper yet because I'm on kind of a mission right now. As you can see, we're outside. But I'm going to let you go from here because I got to finish this little walk and go back to the cabin and eat dinner. Why don't you give it a try? It's fun to do, cooking in and on a wood stove. Let me know how it works out for you, and we will see you on the next one.